say about that.
It's a
I
great.
saw it. I think like I've played on the rag before. I've played it.
It's actually a great combo though, but executing it, maybe it's not their playstyle. But then again, it's just a wild idea though.
But yeah, we're coming for the second game, ladies and gentlemen. We are still on the grand final of Unipin Ladies Series Southeast Asia Championship 2023 here. We are on the grand final best of 5 series. Two representative from Indonesia, Bigetron era along with GPX Basreng. Now, coming for this game, they are still trying to eliminate the potential pick for Funi. They are eliminating the hero from Funi and try to go for the Valentina, and they might go for another hero that can be used by Funi.
Okay, a lot of the bans out here right in the moment though, but so far so good, and we're still looking there. 10 heroes for this match cannot be used again for each of the teams, both of them 5. You guys can see that global ban pick right on each team's side. But then again, from GPX Basreng, they chose to ban out that Matilda, knowing that I wouldn't get to see this combo in this game though. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But you still have the chance to have the Johnson if they are asking them.
Oh.
Hello, Bigetron. No. I don't know. I'm not really sure about this because they always have the unique peak here, either coming from GPX and even coming from the Bigetron era. With that Valentina that has been bad here, I'm not sure what are the things that GPX will try to show for this. Are they gonna be going for a different kind of situation?
But yet they're still trying to good way on to maneuver things though. But so far they've tried to pick out the best heroes to close off. They don't really want to face it yet. They're just going to find out a great few things, and yet they are really taking their time to pick off the right heroes. For example, one of them is actually the Baksha.
Yeah.
Knowing that Baksha is taken out, they can kind of rest there quickly and nice. Because if the Baksha is on the hands of Bigetron era, it would be a combination of a support and a tanky jungler. It would be a big problem for GPX to face that head on. And even though it can be an initiator too, so I'm afraid so they have to close that down. Remembering that Bigetron era had that Diggy banned out with GPX, banning out that Guinevere in the same time. Both are stronghold heroes that I might say. So let's just close it off, because that Violet Requiem will actually create the same moment just like that through
The thing is, there is this one hero that particularly has been used most of the time and giving a winning moment, which is a Martis that has not been shown here. I think like eliminating Guinevere and also Basha, but also aiming for that Martis is what GPX Basreng is thinking currently to go against him, Bigetron era, and they are baiting it with the Navaria on the hand of Bigetron era itself. So I'm gonna see, are they gonna be going for the Martis along with another hero that may be going, maybe if they want to, they can try to pick over a Minotaur. So actually they are not. They just want, I want Arlott along with a Minotaur for this.
Oh, a final slash plus that minion fury.
That is interesting.
It would be a big problem though here starting.
But the thing is, are they gonna be able to have that kind of moment?
True.
The DK has been banned.
It's a combination of between both though, because either one miss, it would be a very big problem.
That's why, especially when they have the Novaria on the head of Bigetron era, it won't be a surprise movement here. So I really wonder, are they gonna be picking a counter reaction hero, or maybe they were just okay, we can just try to go with something that can go for some dive. Yuzhong plus Kufra. I was thinking of Kufra, but Ruby is also the same kind of concept with that moment.
I think I would actually go for the Ruby first because you need to set up for the third game. If you use the Kufra here right in the early, it would just give off like quite a lot of information. I wouldn't say that the execution wouldn't be different. It will be the same though. I do agree with you that Tyrant's Rage and also that I'm Offended, it's quite the same. But at the same time, they need that type of great lifesteal heroes for like Yuzhong or maybe even the Ruby. Ruby has a great lifesteal, guys. You can actually really utilize that pretty well. From GPX Basreng, they are just going to go on to a lot of stuns. If you don't have that great lifesteal, it would be just a straight wipe out. So that's why they really need that insurance. They picked on to that Nolan though. That would be a hard take.
Now, this is the question. With that Nolan, along with Arlot and Minotaur on the hand of GPX Basreng, how they're gonna be contemplating this draw? I'm contemplating this draw because I was like, I do understand both of the perspective here, coming from Bigetron era side along with GPX Basreng side, but I do want to see what about the gold lane, because right now they have a really good setup, by the way, both of the sides, right? Coming from Bigetron, they have the Novaria with the that Ruby Yuzhong dive. And then from GPX, they have the Nolan here to try to dive in and doing some distraction. Also the split push. While for the Minotaur, it's going to be counter reaction. Counter set up for the Bigetron era set the Nolan with those damage. And that Marty's ban is actually pretty smart. But what about the gold lane? Are they going to be picking and battling over the Beatrix with the other hero? Because they still need something, as Bruno is still available. But I don't think that it's more likely from the side of GPX. Kari, I think if it's Kari, it's going to be good. But if it's not, I mean, like, if Kari is being picked, it's also pretty risky. That's why I was like, what kind of things they will try to show here? Bruno is not available. Brody is not available. Cloud, maybe? Cloud will be a good option, to be honest, for the for Bigetron era side, to be honest. The Cloud will be a super good one. Or even from GPX, because it can dive in to chase down that Novaria on the back. So it depends,
And yet they're still picking. I think would these both teams fight over that 1-1 though?
Not sure. Let's see what would GPX will pick for this. Are they gonna be the Beatrix?
Okay.
That's why I was like thinking Beatrix is more likely to be picked here. But with that kind of hero, I'm still thinking Cloud will be the best options for the Bigetron era.
It's either Cloud or Clint though.
But again, if it's a Cloud, it means that the Minoan Fury will be able to like counter the Blazing Duet. So Akai plus I think it's gonna be Cloud.
Drum roll, please.
I think it's gonna be Cloud. Or surprise, it's neither of them. And they are going for a Harriet or maybe another kind of hero.
A Harriet's gold lane would be nice though.
Or even going for a Cho. We never know.
No, but if I kind of disagree on that though. If they go for a Cho, they don't have that late game insurance.
Okay, they go for the carry.
Oh, it's a meltdown for the Minotaur though. That's a tank healer right there.
Okay, a carry, a Beatrix, a Nolan, an Arlot,
a
Louis. Interesting. So the concept is like, you're having Ruby, you have a setup. So I will use the diversion to... The diversion actually gonna be good. Aiming for that Novaria. You can just like, hi Novaria, we are on your back. I was like, hi bro.
Other than using that to Benedetta. But so far, let's just welcome them going into the Land of Dawn Bigetron era versus GPX Basreng. Knowing that they are going to pick off to the second part here, it would be a hard take.
It will be a hard thing, and it will be a very contemplating movement right here. But yeah, Tal, they're gonna be needing tons of idea on how they are gonna be going for this. And for Bigetron era with that child, I think like it's pretty risky, but let's see what is actually gonna happen for this. I'm just gonna try to put on something on this one. Like for Bigetron side, the cheesy strats that GPX tried to bring here will might be easily to be read by the side of Bigetron era, and for this GPX Basreng, they will try to go for Tal. That is trying to go for Vival, but Vival right now try to get back a little bit on the hand, but Tal able to survive. Well, Caramel will be the first blood here on the hand of Bigetron. And on the other hand, Vival also being picked off this. So it's 1-for-1 actually. But still, the advantage is on the hand of Bigetron era because they are the one who get the first slot compared to the big GPX Basreng. So the EXP will be higher on the hand of this Vival. While we are seeing the rotation coming from Bigetron era, it's a little bit like quite fast compared to the GPX Basreng. They really want to aim for level 4. That's why for Funi, along with Tal, they really want to get it because once they got it, they can do rotate to the other lane or even try to punish the opponents.
Okay, but so far still trying to find a great way to maneuver onto the side of Bigetron era. Okay, bit of a fracture there, trying to take off Vivian from that map, but then again, the heavy spin has obtained here right in the middle with the Black Dragon form forming off from the back again, but Vivian is the one taking on to the turtle with a final slash going in, leaving Violet popping up that flicker for a defensive move, saved the day right in the nick of time.
Yeah. I think for now, like they still want to try to collect as much as they can, trying to get something as much as they can. And there you go, there you go. There is this movement coming from the side of GPX.
That was just not that sneaky.
Yeah,
though.
it's not that sneaky. And they the Louis cancel it. Funi was not going on the circle. She just like helps this Atal to rotate earlier or faster to the side of gold lane. They are preventing Vivian to come, and that way, oh, but look at that one, Chal. Actually, quite surprised maybe with the presence coming from Tal, but Chinze also rotating that way.
Okay, and again, so far, trying to build up that. Need to be pretty careful on the bottom lane. Remembering that Chal or maybe Vivian is just going to watch that out fully in the bit of a pit turtle there. Okay, a bit of a divergence trying to go in and is appearing on the bottom lane. Caramel trying to barge in again, but Sally didn't really give that much of a damage. But with the Bennett's Rage, didn't really got the chance though. Minion Fury popping up onto 2 people and then another one. But sadly, it's going to be here in with the heavy spin pinning on Tal 1 by 1 and didn't really got the chance to escape that.
It wasn't a perfect sneaky movement coming from GPX Basreng. I thought with those skills of the Louis, they might want to give a surprise combination, but turns out when Bigetron era is also on that direction, they are not going on the full potential of the surprise ability here. So it seems like GPX Basreng pretty much confused on what they want to do on this particular minutes. Caramel still needs one item and it's level 6 only. While for Fumi right now, almost reaching level 7 is already showing the gaps here. Vival aiming for that turtle while using that Akai. It's quite hard to fight over this one, try to steal it, but Funi is also there to try to help this out.
Okay, BTR, bit of a stun there onto the back side. Not to mention that Vivian is going to be the one here. Vival taking that chance ahead and another free turtle. They've managed to zone out GPX so well.
Yeah.
They didn't really get the chance to be that close onto that turtle pit there.
I mean, like, it's very hard to get close to the players of Bigetron era. That heavy spin, that Black Dragon form is just massive. To go against GPX Basreng. So now FIFA with that turtle that has been taken, with that purple buff, they might be trying to get on somebody, maybe try to pick out someone from the players from GPX Basreng side since they are having 1,000 gold lead now. But rotation has been made as well by the side. Oh, the I am a Bandit has been done towards Chinchao. Chinchao able to get back a little bit. Okay, but Vivian might be the one that is being picked off, but there is a coming. How still trying to get back, but not for so long. Flicker has been used, but FIFA wants to get it, and they got it.
Okay, getting in again, try to find a good way. Chinzi even streaming out from the map, knowing that Funi needs to be ready on that changing weapons from GPX with the penetration to find a good moment here. Clearing out the wave so far, calm and collected. They didn't really get that much of a chance to find and maneuver their way around this though. So far, still calm, collected. It wasn't as aggressive as the first match that we've got to see. But even on the second one though, okay, needs to be a bit of a stun here. Needs to play it calm. Needs to play very, very good. Not to mention that from Bigetron era, they've actually changed lanes. Okay, a bit of final slash there, leaving GPX there only for itself, pinning it down with a heavy spin with that much of a damage, and finally taken down by Vivels too. Even the Arlet didn't got the chance to escape, and that slick wasn't slick enough, I guess. But on the other side, Caramel has already started that turtle, but oh, the damage though from Chinzi needs to really be considered again, because Fumi is apparently just full on aggressive on the side of Tall. And again, getting from the back, Vivian trying to aim for that moment. Okay, Minion Fury getting up to all of that, resetting that turtle, finding again Astral Recall, trying to bait out more skills. But then again, it is a clean 3 turtle for the side of Bigetron era. But then again, finding it out would be a very, very hard take, because even GPX Basreng didn't really try to reach out. Their players are just scattered around all over the map. Because of that, they got the chance to, let's just move back. I'm not gonna contest it. It's just Bigetron eras, because if we got into the war, we kind of lose to that too. But on the other side, the item build though, the carry has secured that corrosion side, and that DHS is going to be a big of a problem. Bit of a sneaky beaky move on the side of GPX, but then again, that final slash, and also the Meteor Fury getting in with the Black Dragon form falling up from the backline. Again, the heavy spin to use out defensively. But Violet needs to be taken down here with Big Up Pressure Fire. But the Dragon Tail there, leaving Tal a bit of a heal, but didn't get the chance to be taken down. Chinchao and also Funi needs to be here again. Vivo being in the front line, but sadly didn't want to overcommit, because if they do, it would be a very, very hard miss. Shell almost got pulled in by Funi's skill, but then again, got the chance to move back and still be alive.
I don't know why, but to be honest, it was a massive fight coming from the side of GPX. They tried to counter-react towards Bigetron era, but it's not really working at that moment. So, it was pretty confusing here. While for the side of Bigetron era, they know that it's just a huge moment for them to try to aim for more. And there you go, I'm a Bandit, don't run Wolf King. Want to go for more diversion. Has been used by Wien and Young, but the Astral has been used here. Try to go for something, but Vival is not the main target. It's not the best target from the side of GPX Basreng. And they are trying it with another different kind of perspective. Fumi able to be secured here along with FIFA. 2 members has been taken from the side of Bigetron era. Are they gonna be trying to go for the Lord? Are they gonna be able to take that? Because that is the question right now.
GPX started that Lord here, knowing that they've got to turn the tides all over Bigetron era. And with Chinchao though, Chinchao with that much of an attack speed actually got the chance to secure in that Lord. GPX got that neutral objective. They got that moment right here. The question is, can they rise from what just happened though? Bigetron era is quite strong though, and if that Lord is just being left out in the open and they've got to be turned down during that war, it would just be a free Lord for Bigetron era.
A free lord for everyone. Here you go. Now GPS Basreng going into the mid lane right here, trying to give the damage to our Chell. Actually, if they're commit to take that Chell, I think like it's a huge exchange for them. I mean like it's a very good trade despite they might lose maybe Tal, but you know what? They're just like, okay, you don't want to play for a bad situation, but Nolan able to secure it using the retribution just now. They're fighting over the retribution. Both of them are using it. So it's not the best ideal movement from this side of Akai, but I think it's manageable by Bigetron era. Now GPS Basreng having something on their hand. The lead is a little bit on the hand of GPX, and they are trying to have the contest back into Bigetron's era.
Okay, so far though, still finding a great way to maneuver over all of this apparently. And GPX Basreng needs to play that disciplinely. They need to move back again. Again, I can see that both teams are just trying to wait for the Lord because that Sea Halberd has just been purchased by Caramel.
Yeah, Caramel finishing off the Sea's Halberd. So the item Malefic Roar, Hunter Strike, along with the Sea's Halberd to prevent that Ruby along with Usual, because both of them are just crazy with those life steals, and Antikyras to hold the damage coming from Nolan along with that Beatrix. Maybe next the item will be on the Blade Armor to reflecting the damage towards Chinchao, because Chinchao so far having the Blade of Despair along with the Malefic Roar and maybe going for the Demon Hunter Sword will be dealing tons of damage. And for this Lui, I think the Divine Glaive will be needed.
Okay, Bandit's Rage with that final slash started to pull in, but Funi didn't really get the chance to. Vipul forcing that heavy spin out. Then again, Caramel tried to parch in with that fracture. Didn't really got it all fully. Chinzi is still alive.
Chinvaria here. Chinvaria still able to get back a little bit despite that there's a dive coming from Caramel previously, but Shell having that full kind of attack speed item on her hand, she's just like a little bit like monster right now. And the Rose Gold here is just like very wise decision coming from Shell for the extra shield, extra movement, extra careful idea from GPX now. They are trying to poke it towards the Lord. They want to push it back towards Bigetron era. There is no dive in yet. The Astral Call is actually like giving so much things on the hand of Bigetron era to know the rotation and even the punishment that they can try to put on Bigetron side, GPX side.
Okay then, again, waiting for the Lord, they're just trying to start it. They know that actually Bigetron era is quite strong enough to withstand this this war that will be happening in the Lord Pit. But then again, GPX really had that gold gain here, okay, with a bit of a maneuver. Vivian was forced to use that flicker out. And so far, that Vivol has tried to start that Lord, pulling it to the side of Bigetron era, but Tal and also Funi didn't really want to give that quite a chance. So, okay, let's just reset it. Let's just find another good way, because actually GPX, 4 of the members are actually just waiting there on them. Vivo trying to initiate all of that again with a follow-up. And Astral Recall going in with the final slash again. And Immortality has to be broken off with the Black Dragon from onto the side to the back line. Again, Minion Fury popping up onto 3 people, stunning all again. Also, but a mega kill, leaving the EXP lane onto the side of bottom lane. But GPX is still going on very strong. A triple kill from the side of GPX, redeeming their worth from what happened in the previous match.
And they are going for this Lord. Look at the instant replay. At first, when I saw that Bivol receiving tons of damage from GPX is already a huge thing. And that Tal jumping and trying to slow down the movement from Bigetron's era to retreat back. And the slash coming from that Violet's movement is just good. Now, they already have a lot of advantage. They already have the Lord, the second Lord even, on this 15 minutes in the hand of GPX Basreng. They just need a good momentum. They just need how to end the game. They just need to know to do that against the Bigetron era, because for the high ground situation, to be honest, it's still a high chances for Bigetron era to push back GPX Basreng. Why? The skills on the Bigetron era sides with that heavy spin, with that Chinzi's Astral, that damage, that I'm offended from Ruby. It's a lot of possibility here, a lot of things that can be dealt. While the 3 lanes has been tried to be pushed on the head of Bigetron era, one thing for sure, they should be able to get one base turret. If they are able to get that one base turret, it will be a way for them to try to punish Bigetron era on the next stage.
Okay, but the Lord is just marching in onto the side of top lane, but Shell is just trying to breach out again with the final slash. Didn't really got anybody, but the Bandit's Rage putting on a lot of damage to the side of Vivo, but still going on strong with Shell with that spinning light wheel. Still be able to turn down that Lord, but on the side of GPX Basreng, need to play it safe, need to wait it patiently, because patience is actually the key. But a fracture and I'm offended going all out again with a flicker, forced to pull out from Thal, leaving that moment and is safe for the others also. Leaving that actual eco, revealing 2 locations, but Bigetron era is still standing strong to be able to defend all of this.
And they are very disciplined. I was mentioning this before. Outlays 1 base turrets and they retreat. They actually retreat. They just go back. They just like disciplinedly move to the other sides, because Bigetron era have the higher chance to stop them. I was mentioning this before. And now, with this kind of situation, GPX Basreng, they really need to go for the next Lord. But look at that one. Airborne happens. Violet wants to get the players from Bigetron era. They are playing with a very strict barrier, if you can see. But again, Novaria, especially this is Chin Novaria, you can always see a chances for them to look out for your position. You will always see a hassle movement from GPX, because they are not sure what they need to do against this kind of Navaria. But Chinchao finishing off the golden staff here, and that Caramel that staying still onto one places, not being too greedy to get something. Both of the marksmen have similar kind of items here, only the difference is coming from the Corrosive side, along with the rose gold meteors on the head of this Beatrix. We have the Blade of Despair, and also for, because the rest is pretty much the same. So yeah, for GPX Bus right now, they are trying to start over the Lord, and Vivian try to rotate around Fumi, distracting with the Black Dragon form here, try to dive, and they're resetting the Lord. Now Vivian want to go with them, a bandit try to get for this Funi, and this Funi being protected, but not for so long. That Funi will be down in the head of Fumi, but people along with Vivian is pretty low. Now Caramel waiting on the edge here, waiting for something, but it's not gonna be dived by the side of Team Bigetron. Fumi is still there. They're still using the Dragon Tail to push everyone back. Chal able to secure one turret in the mid lane, and now Caramel diving in left and right, trying to find out where's the position of Bigetron era. But this is 3 versus 5, and people almost get caught by the Lord right here. And one more push, and it will be done. But Violet diving in into wrong direction, and will be picked off. Now GPX. Who are they gonna try to go for it? People's immortality has been popped, and the Lord still gonna be able to be secured by Bigetron sides no matter what.
But if Bigetron needs to go back though, that minion wave is just stacked up too much from the top, even for the bottom. There needs to be a lot of waves to be cleared right now. It would be their homework though. After getting that Lord, have to finish off that minion with a great fight, and also a good one though. It is time for them to just fully immerse onto that middle lane, holding that Lord right in the middle, leaving and trying to find a good sneak attack though from Bigetron era. So far, it's just being a great thing to start. GPX Basreng needs to pull out full on defensively. That Astra Eco just forced out 4 people. Nolan trying to go in from the back. I think it would be a nice thing to do a backstab though. But then again, that Bennett's Rage didn't really deal that much of a damage onto the Lord. Trying to barge in again with the Black Dragon form, going onto the back line here. Seeing that Caramel is going to be a backstab here with, going onto that Minion Fury and also the Phantom Slam going in again with that Nibiru's Passion. But sadly, 2 people from Bigetron era needs to move back, needs to be reset, leaving only Shell, Shinzi, and also Vivo.
Jumping in the middle of that Nibiru special is not an ideal movement here coming from the side of Team Bigetron era. Losing Fumi and Vivian on that particular moment is not looking real well here. 25 seconds before they are respawning back into the Light of Dawn. It's still 77 seconds, but at least for GPX Basreng right now, they are gonna be like, okay, let's hold up a little bit. Let's try to go and let's try to push back all of the waves here. Try to maybe have a good position before the next Lord appear on the Light of Dawn. And for Caramel, I think like they just need to find a way how Caramel will be able to dive in. Violet was trying so hard to open up the slashes so they can try to go in for the Bigetron's era's barrier. But Bigetron era, just because they have this Vivian along with Vival that have CC with the heavy spin and also the Am of Vendetta, it's pretty hard to dive into that composition. That composition is just like looking pretty strong here. So if they want to play quite tricky but also cheesy here, they might go with the diversion, but they need to bring an Immortal or even the Winter to be ready of the things. But they're just checking the bushes there. They're just checking. Now is the moment of Luigi to able to seek for the positions of the opponent. And the Lord is respawning on the bottom lane. It means that they really want to try to do something. They're just checking the places because Tal and Chinchao is obviously there. Well, it's the movement of 22 minutes instead of Light of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand final of Unipin Ladies Southeast Asia Championship 2023 here. First game was taken by Bigetron era. Now we are going for the second game with the 23 minutes instead of Light of Dawn. And they are checking over the bushes once again. They want to create a barrier here nearby the Lord. They don't want someone or even something try to go for that direction, but you know the poking over the Lord definitely been shown here by the side of Bigetron era. And Fumi, she wants to get close to that area, but turns out there is a distraction coming from GPX Basreng. Vivian was doing some great job with the I am good along with the Astral that has been shown by this Jhin Novaria.
Okay, that Jhin Novaria, I might say. Let's just dive into that item build. So far, dragging on to the late game here, that item build is just still all full. That the crucial moment that they really need to find a great moment, because if you're dragging it into the late game, everybody has that damage, everybody has that full item. The problem is, it's just a crucial moment on where and who to get picked off first. And right now, they're just waiting. That fourth Lord, I might say, has started again. And so far for the grand finals, we are entering that 24th minute mark. And wow, this is one of the longest match compared to what we've seen yesterday. And that teleportation is just visible here.
Okay, this is interesting.
Both are actually waiting though.
Chell and Vival is there, so they are checking it. They want to know where is the location. Chinzi might be checking on that, and the damage is quite painful. Jin Chao and Tal in the bad situation right here. They might be going for more. Bandit Rage has been popped out. They are losing one member. Tal still using that flicker and also that heal, but I am offended is not getting anyone from GPX Basreng, sadly. They still survive and Caramel able to secure them on that distraction from BPX, able to secure the Lord. That is more smart.
Oh my stars. Oh my stars. That convergence though. Oh my stars. I really like that. GPX really got the upper hand though at that time. they got distracted, and actually from that neutral objective, because they thought that they are going all out there in the top lane, and no one is there to secure that Lord. But no, I'm going to get that. Yeah, and that's mine. I want it, I get it.
But that is crazy how they are. Look how Tal was playing around with that Minotaur. She was like, okay, I got this Minotaur Fury. I'm using it. I have the heal. I'm flickering out. I'm healing, and there's a lot of things. Even they are ignoring or even try to not be backed up by Ammo Bandit of the Ruby. So it's a good idea. But now the Lord that is marching on the top lane here, Bigetron era, now being forced to do something else. But look at that one. People actually receiving tons of damage. But look in the mid lane.
Okay, Vivo is trying to be in the front line again. Immortality going off with that Minion Fury, but sadly, a heavy spin force to poop out again. But Fumi has to go to right back in there again with the base wide open. Okay, leaving another bit, but GPX has the upper hand in the second game.
The cheesy strats works here for GPX side. They're able to secure 1 point here for this second game. Definitely, this is the grand final, ladies and gentlemen, for Unipin Ladies Series Southeast Asia Championship. They are allies here because, to be honest, we were mentioning it before, like this draft is actually pretty good for both of the sides, but Bigetron era have a lot of ways with the CC, especially from the Ruby, from the Akai here. Both of them have a very good condition, especially if we are talking about the Novaria will always have the way, but GPX always having this chances with the slashes coming from the Violet to able to punish Bigetron era is what make them having a little bit of the lead in the mid game.
Okay, then again though, how GPX strive to get that point in this game was just so immense though, and all of that is quite. I'm still stunned though, to be honest, on how they played out so well and even got the chance to take the fourth Lord. This is actually the first game in the whole series they got to the fourth Lord. And with that chance, I'm gonna see that in the next game it'll be much hotter then.
It is definitely, but this is one moment like for me that is causing so much things, like Vivian that is being caught. I think like with one of the other member, the Fumi one, I think like both of them unable to go deeper on that high ground is like making a lot of bread for GPX to try to calm down, try to rearrange of what they are aiming for. And this is like the airborne that is going. People almost get caught, right? But Fumi that low, and then Vivian. I think like it's too much things that happen. But the minion wave along with the Lord that is focusing over the base is just like hard to be handled. That's why this is our match MVP.
With our match MVP here, GPX Jinjiao with a 305 KDA, 80% kill participation, and a 667 GPM. With the item builds, even a BOD, Blade of Despair, right in the first here, with another penetration and even a respected item though, that Athena shield. That Athena shield, and then the other
look at Funi, like Funi having like the glowing one, Ice Queen one, and the Van Gleam. I think like that's why
Funi is just full blown penetration and also slow down though.
Yeah, and also the burning effect. That's why it's a really good one to have the glowing one against a tanky hero such as Yozong, Roby, and also Akai, because the burning is like HP percentage, right? So it's a huge damage coming from Funi. But Chinchao, once again, I mean like the positioning is just looking good here. It's just looking great without being picked off, not even once. And Tal, a big shout out for Tal, by the way, with all of the heal, with all of the setup, with the Minoan Fury that she tried to make to go for it, to try to pick off. But this is a deja vu. This is 10 and 9 kills in total. It's the same like the first game, actually. It's completely the same number, 10 and 9, and the same size as well. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, coming to the second game, it was a very interesting things that we saw.